Christine AKINYI was born and raised in Kawangware, a bustling informal settlement in Nairobi, Kenya. Growing up, she saw firsthand the struggles that women and girls faced: lack of access to education, financial instability, and limited opportunities for personal growth. Determined to make a difference, Christine founded the UPENDO Women Initiative, a community-driven organization dedicated to empowering women through education and skill building.
I'm a director of UPENDO Women Initiative organization. I'm also an entrepreneur, and I'm a graphic designer. I'm a mother of two, and I was born and raised in Kawangware. So some of the challenges growing up as a girl is maybe experiencing maybe the bad company and maybe harmful things like drugged, being exposed to some behaviors that could maybe change my life in a negative way. So a lot of things here you could find crime rate is very high. Kuna a lot of, I can say maybe drugs. Kuna also children who are exposed to drugs. It's because maybe where you're living at, you'll find places that they're being sold changa. You'll find other places people are smoking bangs just openly. Am I in the area you live? Maybe it's a plot. So that made me to start something different, where as a person living in Kawangware, I can do something different for my community to change. So that's why I started the program UPENDO. I opened this organization to empower women and also girls, because mostly you'll find the women are the ones who are burdened with anything that can affect the children, mostly the children, even people in the community. Women are the ones who are hit, who carry that burden. Yeah. So that is why I decided. And when I finished high school, I didn't have much to do, because at that time my parents didn't have money to take me to college. But there's a lot of useful things I could do around. So one of the things, I joined Craft Silicon Foundation. They have a Craft Silicon campus. So they train people in IT. Yeah, you do the basic packages, and then when you finish, you're interested, you can go to their campus and they train you on graphic design and web design. And if you're so good and you have a business mindset, some of us who are even open businesses, they start you a small startup so that you can make a livelihood for yourself. So during that period, when I was not going to those classes, my mom could send me to the small chamas. Maybe they have to collect money on a certain time. So I was the one who was taking the money there. So because it's a women chama, when you're going there, I could get early, and sometimes I have to wait for the members to come here, because I cannot just leave the money. They have to record. I record on a book and I go back with it. So most of the time I could hear those women speaking about maybe the challenges they have with maybe the youths. Others will speak about GBV, maybe they are victims. Others will speak about mental health, because they are also caregivers. You'll find they have kids who are being affected by that. So that thing really disturbed me. But I just thought maybe women, they have so many issues. So I was looking at, that is a life. When I get to that motherhood, I will tackle at that moment. But so it came a moment, a lot of my peers we are growing up with, most of them got married earlier. Yeah. So maybe some dropped out of school because they didn't have money to finish. Others got married earlier. Others were also affected by maybe depression. So because of seeing that, I used to wonder, what can make someone like being depressed? Because mental health is something at that time we didn't know. So we thought maybe you have involved yourself in maybe bad things. People could say maybe it's just maybe at a witchcraft. Yeah, but I was keen when it happened to most of the people I used to know. Some of the girls and boys who we grew up with, we went to the same schools with, this is something that was affecting them. Others, some of my peers were even They were even victims of gender-based violence. That is when I started to see this is an issue that affects all of us in the community. If you're not a victim, you can be affected, maybe you know somebody. Yeah. So that is what triggered me to start something different. Our main focus area is women and girl child. But that doesn't leave the rest of the gender, the boys and the men outside. Because most of these things, if you are looking at GPV, males are also affected. If you're looking at mental health, it affects both men and female in the community. So our most focus area is women, because in me, I saw the challenge women go through, when they are taking care of their children. When these things are happening, you'll find always the women are the ones willing to talk about it, to share, to look for help. So our most focus area is women, but everyone in the community is included, because if you're talking about mental health, we cannot create awareness without involving everybody, because anyone can be affected with mental health. There's no criteria there we can say, you come here, you are the most people affected. No, it affects both of us, because me, I'm also a mother of a boy and a girl. So when I'm doing that, I also think of my son and my daughter.
At UPENDO Women Initiative, Christine and her team provide computer and baking lessons to equip women with skills that can help them secure jobs or start their own businesses. The baking classes, led by Joyce, have helped many women turn their passion into a source of income, while the computer lessons open doors to opportunities in the digital world.
Some of the times, like UPENDO Women Initiative, we focus on mental health awareness, women empowerment, which involves financial literacy, economic empowerment, such as equipping them with skills, and also girl child mentorship. So the programs you have, like where we are right now, this is our computer lab. So this lab was funded by Safaricom and also Connection Ubuntu. They provided us with laptops, Safaricom provided us with desktop. So what we do at UPENDO Computer Lab, we empower people in the community with the digital skills training. And we also have a baking program for women. There are those women who want to bake. Other people, when you have sessions with women, we also have a women listening circle where we sit down with women, they get to share, and we also have other professionals who can tackle some of the issues with the women. They can talk with them. We have counselors who we partner with. They come and talk to the women.
I came to know UPENDO through a niece of mine who was attending this UPENDO thing when they started somewhere in Kabiro. And it touched me and just wanted to meet this group and see what they were up to. And so after being with them, they inspire women, young girls and all that through drugs. You know what goes on around in there. When we're raised in slum, you see what the challenges women and these teenagers, these young girls go through. So the time that I spend with them, I saw there's much I can learn from them and also teach them. Okay, so for the ladies, it has not been that easy. Sababu najua mtaa saa zingine, you have also to contribute, put something on the table. So when they have time, like once or twice a week, they come in, we bake, and we try to look for the cheapest recipe that we can bake. And then after that, they supply to these small shops around. The first week of baking, when they were qualified, I used to provide ingredients for them. Alafu naleta ile pesa kidogo to cover up the expense, electricity and all that. But the second week, mtu anakuja na ingredients zake. Tuna calculate, tunafanya revenue, what costing, anaenda nauza. Sasa hivyo ndio tumeoperate siku hizi. You come big, you contribute kidogo to the rent la stima.
Beyond skill development, Christine saw another critical issue affecting young girls and women, that is, lack of access to sanitary towels. Many girls miss school every month due to period poverty, and some women in the community struggle to afford hygiene products. Determined to change this, Christine launched a sanitary towel distribution program, ensuring that no girl or woman had to compromise their dignity due to financial constraints.
So since we started, we have been able to distribute over 2,000 dignity kits for girls in school, which we do on a monthly basis. We visit a school, we talk to the girls, and we provide them with digital kits, which contains a sanitary towel, an underwear, and soap. Yeah. We have also been able to reach not all, but most of the people in Kawangware who are affected by gender-based violence and also have mental health issues. Because we cannot speak on these topics if we don't have people who have experience, people who have an issue in that area. So we are able, even if we have a seminar, we are able to get people on board. Even if there's an issue somewhere else, we'll be able even to be called. UPENDO, there's a problem here, you can come and try and see where you can support us. If you have a counselor, if it's something that you need, requires a psychologist, we know who we can direct them to. If maybe it's a medical issue, the nurses we work with, the doctors we partner with, they can give us something they can guide on that matter. Our main goal is to be able to support maybe the community better, by having programs and also projects that can involve everyone in the community. For example, the ones we have like the Dignity Kit program, that is for giving sanitary towels to schoolgirls. And then we have this computer lab, also for the youth and maybe children to learn. And you have economic empowerment, where we give them skills like training in baking. So UPENDO, like in future, we have to have maybe a resource center where we can incorporate all those things there. We can have places, if you want to see maybe a doctor, for people, we partner with doctors who can help us on the mental health, because this is not something we talk about much, but we have a lot of cases in the community, but people don't know where to start about. They don't know where to go.
Christine's journey has not been without challenges. Funding has been a constant struggle, and at times, community acceptance has been slow. Some people doubted the impact of her work, while others expected quick results. But Christine remained steadfast, driven by her vision of a self-sufficient and empowered community.
Challenges are there, because when you are running an initiative, you have to have funds. So when the funds are not there, sometimes it's a bit challenging to run these activities and even to be able to be out there. So some of the people, before they understand what you're doing, they can really give you a hard time. They will put you down. They tell you, you have lived with this issue, so what are you coming to do different, first of all? So before you tell them, we have to work together. For us to change, we have to work together. So that was a challenge. And also telling them, people, this is an initiative. Remember, there are a lot of organizations in some areas. So when they see you, they see like you're coming with a package that is going to solve their life. So if you tell them you don't have anything yet, so that is also a challenge. They want immediate support. Like if you are speaking to people with mental health, the treatment, even the diagnostic process, it's expensive, because they have to see the doctor several times before they diagnose this is a problem. How are you going to tell somebody like, you can go here, you can get help? People who are depressed, how do you tell them you can get these services? Because the first thing they'll ask you, I don't have money. And also, maybe highlighting the problem here. We used to have, but now I can say we are trying to overcome that challenge, because if you can give us platform to talk about what you are doing, at least we are able to highlight the problem we are trying to solve in Kawangware. So even reaching people that can support, it will be able to do that if you have like media supporting us, which I'm very grateful for Y254 TV. What motivates me is I just want to see to see something different, a community where everybody is happy. Yeah. From what I've seen in the community, it's something that has affected me personally. I have members of my family who have been affected by depression, who have mental issues. So it starts from home. Gender-based violence. I have members of my family who have been affected by it, who are victims of GBV. So that motivates me. I don't want to see anybody else going through those things, because how it has affected us as a family.
Among the many beneficiaries is Alice Nyambura, Wakio, and Stella Ungachi.
For me, actually, we schooled with the mother. She was behind me. So tulianza urafiki tukiwa wasichana. Hapo sasa ndio tukajuana. Kaniambia she has this, kaambia when you need assistance, me I do this, you can involve me. And that how ndio tukapatana. So I've been dealing with the young girls. Unawafunza jinsi ya this having sex, HIV patient, you go, you counsel them, you talk to them, you enlighten them, you show them the need of taking the medication, also for special kids. Unaona autism, those who are down, cerebral paralysis, patient who are in the house, those wale wameshindwa sasa na HIV, and also cancer, sometimes I do counseling.
Rafiki yangu tu kwa mtaa tu nikasikia tu akisema si ujiunge, kuna hii offer imetoka ya Upendo Women Initiative, wana sponsor young girls and young women in the society. Nikakuwa interested kwa sababu niko home, nilimaliza form 4, past years zimepita hivyo kiasi, but nikasema since niko kwa nyumba, sina kitu ya kufanya, sinieri nikuja hapa nijikeep busy, at least niweke some knowledge kwa akili yangu pia, juu kupata ile pesa kuenda kujisomesha pia inakuwa ngumu. Watu wanasema 5,000 ama 7,000, 10,000, mostly na range hapo kusoma computer. Watu watakwambia ni pesa tu kidogo, but kwa wengine si kidogo. So ukisikiza kitu kama offer, at least nikasema yeye niende nifike. Pia nikachukua marafiki zangu 2 3, nikasema kuliko tukange kwa nyumba, wacha tufike wote, at least tupate akili kidogo.
Mimi na director wetu mwenye ametu kwa hii Upendo, huyo alikuwa classmate wangu kutoka tukiwa wadogo hadi tukakuwa watu wakubwa. So wakati alianzisha hii Upendo Women Initiative, aliniita na akaniambia tusaidiane kwa hii safari ya kusaidia wanawake wenzetu. Mimi nilikuja first nijue skills za baking, kwa sababu wakati aliniambia kuwa anataka kuanzisha project kama hiyo, nilifurahia sana juu hiyo wakati sikukuwa na kitu ninafanya. So nikaona at least nimepata pali pa kwenda kusoma, na baada ya kusoma inisaidie tukibake, tunaweza uza na itusaidie pia kwa kulisha watoto ama kazi nyingine.
Looking ahead, she dreams of expanding Upendo Women Initiative into a fully fledged vocational center, offering even more courses. She envisions a future where every woman and girl in Kawangware can access education, skills, and dignity regardless of their background.
In future, I want to see Upendo being in different places. What we're trying to do in Kawangware, I would like to see doing in other counties, in other parts of Nairobi, because it's not only Kawangware that is affected. I would like to see, I would like us to be able to do some of the things we're doing here in other places. I also like to partner with other organizations, other institutions like the government that can support these projects.
Despite the hurdles, AKINYI continues to inspire, proving that change starts with one determined individual and a heart full of upendo, that is, love.
namshukuru pia kuni involve, and she's still young. She's young but she's ready, because like when you're young na challenges zingine you cannot uwezi nini, so she's young and she's trying her best at least to save even people, you see, kusaidia watu, even the young girls like here, because like kuna watu they cannot even afford to bring somebody for computer like for 3K a month, especially in Kijiji. This is now, they've made flat, but before it was, we were calling here ghetto. At least amesaidia wa mama, they know how to cook, they can, at least they can go and cook and earn something, not to depend on their husband, and some of them are single, and like for their kid they come here. So amesaidia wa mama wajisimamishe, so that at least ujisimamishe uweze kulea watoto. Na for the girls amewasaidia juu hata kuna time anapeananga pads, amewasaidia hata wakikuja hapa they learn, they gain something, education, amewa impact. So kuonyesha even for those who did not go to school, sometimes they come here to learn computer. So ame impact, amesaidia wale wajiwezi wasichana, also pia kuenlighten wasichana ndio wajipende.
Naweza kumappreciate kwa sana, ijapokuwa tumjui, lakini tunafaidika, tumeanza kufaidika kwa vitu zake, na tunasikia ilikuwa labda ni vile hatukuwa tumepata, lakini sasa hivi tumeipata. Yani anafanya kitu poa sana, anatusaidia, anasaidia community, apart from young girls pia the boys. Kuna wa boy child wanahitaji hii, amesaidia kabisa totally, amefanya tunakuwa empowered. Ile mtu akili yake kidogo analeta hapa, at least una gain some knowledge. Tena inapunguza huku nje idleness. Ukijipata umekaa hapo unapunguza ile kukaa, kama kijana akikuja akifanya hii, ana avoid ile drugs, hapati ile time ya kutumia hizo drugs. Masaa yake mingi atakaa hapa afanye. Alafu tena uzuri iko na, ukimaliza kusoma unaruhusiwa kufanya vitu zingine kwa hiyo laptop, kwa hiyo computer, fanya kitu unataka. So at least inakufanya hautamani kurudi huko nje. So imetusaidia pia hivyo, inasaidia. So mimi naweza penda kumappreciate na asichoke. Ijapokuwa unapatanga sometimes unachoka, upati pia wanafunzi, pia kupata wanafunzi ni challenge. Lakini asichoke, aendelee kuwa na hiyo moyo wa kusaidia.
Naweza penda kushukuru mwenye our founder ambaye ni Christine, kwa sababu ametuempower sisi wanawake. At least first tumejua kubeka. Hiyo ni skill kwa maisha yenye hata kama sitabekea Upendo, naweza enda nifungue bekari yangu mahali inisaidie hata kusomesha watoto.
So Upendo, we are located in Kawangware Sokoni area, mlango wa Kawangware Sokoni area, or mlango wa soko, at a building called Sokoni Arcade. We are on room 41. You can reach us through Upendo Women Initiative in Facebook, or on contact it's 0710 12 42 43 or 0799 013 277. So what I can tell people to maybe speak out, to not be afraid, and just to start. Some things you don't require much things to do. Like me, when I started, I'm a very quiet person and shy person. So when I was telling people I want to talk on mental health matters, a lot of people said, msichana mpole, huyu ataongelesha nani? Yeah. Huyu ataenda kukaa na kina nani? But that didn't stop me. I had an issue that ilikuwa inanisumbua. There are things I didn't like to see, that would like to do something, even if I will not be able to change it all. But I'll appreciate myself more if I try to do it. And that is how Upendo started. I tried and it worked out, and I never looked back. So if you want to make a positive change, don't look at your current situation. Like me, I knew if I started an initiative, I have to have donors, I have to look for funds. But at that moment, I didn't know where I could look for. But when I started and talking about it, people will refer me. People in the community could tell me, what can you do for the youths? their problem with ladies here. Kuna wajama, what are you doing for the boy child? But in that time, I didn't have anything in mind for the boy child. I just only have the women and the girls, because I'm a woman, so a lot of things comes automatically. But people will still tell me, you're leaving the boy child out. I'm telling them I'm not leaving, but they'll give you issues that you need to work on. So you just start where you are, and if you don't like how things are, you can take that initiative to start the change, because the change starts with you. Yeah. If you change your mindset on how you want your community to be, it will change the future of that community.